Because his body was too short, Budi almost couldn't get into school. But he tried hard to stand his ears up straight until the teacher finally accepted him as a special case. Budi was very happy because from that moment on, his career as a guide dog candidate began. However, because of his tiny body, he was barely visible to the teacher during lessons, let alone when food was being handed out. The other dogs could easily press the on-off button, but for Budi, it was extremely difficult. He could only stare at the food that spilled from the bowl, unable to reach it. During afternoon training, Budi just focused on walking by himself without thinking about how to guide a blind person to avoid danger. After failing over and over again, Budi felt very disappointed. He looked sadly at the award posters hanging on the wall until his eyes fell on one of his most successful predecessors. It turned out that this predecessor's body was just as short as his own. Budi's spirit was reignited. From then on, he trained twice as hard. If he couldn't press the button, he would jump. If he couldn't reach the table, he would put his book on the floor to use as a step. Thanks to his hard work, Budi finally managed to guide his teacher through the class test for the first time. A few months later, the graduation exam arrived. Budi was up first. He led his trainer forward with confident steps. But just before the finish line, he stumbled over an obstacle in front of him. The examiner immediately dismissed him. Budi felt sad and helpless, thinking he was never meant to be a guide dog. As he watched his friends get accepted one by one, all he could do was shed tears. Suddenly, a loud noise was heard from outside. A blind girl had wandered into a construction area. In that critical moment, Budi ran without hesitation. His agile body allowed him to slip through the iron gate. He approached the girl, grabbed her bag with his mouth, and then guided her, helping her avoid obstacle after obstacle until they safely exited the dangerous area. As the girl thanked him, Budi's remarkable performance was also witnessed and acknowledged by his teacher and friends. The principal took the hero's cape from a statue and put it on Budi. He was truly happy because he had finally become a great guide dog.